Day 43 Salt View.
Hi everyone, beautiful sunny day here, great day for gardening. I popped down to the berry nursery and picked up some herbs and a beautiful bay tree here, and I chose the herbs specifically because of the scent that they offer and how I'll be able to utilize them in my cooking, because not only do they offer a scent, but they offer flavor as well if I'm going to use them in my cooking. And they're obviously all different flavors. We've got mint, we've got oregano, parsley, a bay tree, and I don't know if you've ever cooked with bay leaves, but they produce the most beautiful flavor. But not only that, if you were to break them off, they smell amazing. And I've got this tree, endless supply of bay leaves. And it got me thinking about the fragrance of our lives and the way we live our lives and what fragrance we give off to the people around us. What aroma, for lack of a better word, am I actually putting out into the world around me with the way that I live and how I choose to live my life? And I really want to consider that, and I want to encourage you to consider that as well. Because in the middle of angst, in the middle of hardship, in the middle of people struggling, there's a lot of negative stuff that gets put out there. A lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of harshness towards one another, a lot of judgment, a lot of criticism. Um, None of it's necessary. None of it is needed. And yet I get to choose how I live my life, and I get to choose what fragrance I give off into the world around me. I want to be like one of these plants that when I'm planted next to you, you can't help but smell a sweet fragrance that comes from God Himself. And the only way I can get that happening in my life is if I spend time in His presence, if I spend my life in worship, in prayer, but also in an attitude of humility. You know, how many times do we stand next to people, or maybe we're sometimes that person, where we go, I have it all together, I know all the answers. You don't need to tell me how to live my life. I'm actually okay and I'm doing pretty good. You know, that sounds like pride, and it's not a nice aroma. It's not pleasant to be around. What is pleasant to be around is an attitude of humility where it's like, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to grow. I actually feel like that's a beautiful fragrance. That produces a beautiful fragrance. And when I'm living in humility and I live my life in worship and prayer, then I'm actually opening myself up to be so filled with love that what comes out of me is a beautiful supernatural love. It's not my love. It's nothing I can manufacture or produce or work up within myself. It actually comes from God Himself. This amazing love that fills every room I enter, every room you enter, with a fragrance of God, because it's flowing directly from the throne room of heaven. Really want to encourage you today. Let's consider what sort of fragrance we are emitting into our homes, into our families, into the people and the world around us. And is it one that is producing a fragrance of love and a sweet, sweet smell to those around about us? Just consider that today as you go about your week. Thanks, everybody.